What's going on, traders? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. So for today's helpful video, I'm going to be talking about the filters and studies that I have set up for my TD Ameritrade ThinkOrSwim scanner. So I'm going to be sharing you my screen. So I'm going to be sharing my screen with you so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm going to be doing, so you guys can see the complete breakdown. And for those that kind of just want to get to the gist of the video, if you guys didn't watch yesterday's video, I'm simply going to just show you guys, just so I can save you guys time. Again, I don't want to take time that you guys can't put out. So the best swing stock. So I would suggest for you to watch this video after you watch this one. And the reason why, it's because it goes into detail why I have certain criteria set up for the specific stocks that I follow. So if you guys, and again, this is for stocks that are swing trades, a little bit more long-term holds. Not necessarily stocks that you want to get in and get out all within the same day. Might be a couple days, might be a couple weeks, might be a couple months, depending on the certain criteria that you set up. So let's go ahead and kind of get right to it. So I wrote it down again, and the filters that I have set up, there are 3 study filters. It's RSI, that's below 35, above EMA, and that's on a 30-day chart. And then I want the price range to be $30. So again, I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I went into detail on the specific specs on that video that I just showed you. So feel free to check out that video if you want to know exactly why it is that I try to focus on those stocks. I'm just going to show you my TD Ameritrade scanner. Again, this is not the only way that you can set it up. I would encourage you to reach out to a TD Ameritrade rep. And if you guys have them, or whatever brokerage company you have, I would encourage you to reach out to them. They're extremely helpful, and they're extremely polite with how it is that they can help you. You can reach out to like the customer service, and then they can guide you into the right direction with these ThinkOrSwim kind of technicians and stuff like that. So I hope that you guys enjoy that. There's a couple people in the live stream that are being a little funny, but pretty much this is it. So I have my filters set up pretty strong right now. I can set this up as 35. I can change that right now, but I'm going to go down the list and show you guys exactly how it is that you can do this. Okay, so you click on add filter. This is just for add filter for stock. Again, this is stock right here. So this is the last price. It shows $30 to $150. Again, this is just my criteria. What that means is this scanner, once I generate it, is only going to get stocks that are between $30 and $150. So it says, well, there's 2,236 matches. Now, the next filter that I added was not a stock filter, but was a study filter. So again, that's a study. So you click on Add Study Filter for RSI indicator or RSI scan. Whoa, I didn't mean to be adding them. Give me 1 second. Which one was it? There we go. All right. Yeah, I'll delete those. There's one that I'm gonna have to add, and I'll just go in it with you guys. So this is the RSI scan, and the way that you do this is when you click on it, shows you all the different options that you have. You go to popular studies, you go to popular studies right here, and you go to RSI scan. The default's not exactly sure what it is that it's going to be, but I just want to make sure that it's less than 35 RSI. Again, you can reach out to a technician. They can explain to you in detail about how it is that you should have your stuff for certain stocks that you want to meet your criteria. So if I click scan, I should have a couple more that are going to pop up because again, it's I only have 2 instead of the third one. And the third one is one that I'm going to find pretty important. So again, I click Add Study Filter. I go down the list, and then I go to Moving Average Scan. And then I want it to be 10% above, boom. I want this to be 200. Again, this is just my criteria. This does not mean that this is something that you have to set up. But again, let me go ahead and go to exponential. Oh, these are changing. Okay, just to give you guys an example, you guys don't want 100 options, and the reason why I say that is you want your filter to be pretty thin, or your funnel, all the filters that you have set up to be pretty thin. So when you do your filter, when you're performing your technical analysis, that you are not overwhelming yourself with options, right? Again, you can't invest, or you can, but it's not the best to invest in or have to go through 50 to 100 technical analysis, especially when starting. So these two are the ones that popped up that met my criteria out of the thousands of stocks, right? So let's go ahead and go on TRU. I'm sure that some of you know what this one is, some of you might not. And the reason I say that is that not too sure if you guys have been keeping up to date, but like EFX, which is the Equifax, because of their unfortunate hack, right? They've been dropping in price. They dropped more than 10% today. So I try to look for companies that are oversold, especially that are multi-million, if not billion-dollar companies that have some true fundamental. But understanding that, I usually wait for the stock not only to be oversold, but I like to wait for the upward trend. So the best way that I can put it is doing a 20-day analysis. It looks like it's set its support overall at $43. It looks like it's trying to trend back up, but I'm going to wait until it crosses around $45 to $45. And then it will most likely go, if it does like the cup and handle trend, which is something that's very common with these specific, huge oversells. You take advantage at the low point, and then you formulate your own plan. That's the easiest way that I can put it. You invest in what you see value in. The reason that I like focusing on stocks that are oversold and that are like stable companies like this is because when they're oversold, they built this margin. So let's say from $47 where it was previously at. It dropped all the way down to 43. So let's say I go into the stock at $44 and sell back at 47, which is the price that it is trying to head back towards. That's 6% potential. And again, for a stock that is a multi-million, if not billion-dollar company, it usually takes a series of days to even increase a fraction of that percentage. But because they're oversold and because this opportunity presents itself, that's why I like focusing on these specific stocks. So again, let's go back to the scanner. It's the stock scanner. This is my certain price range that I like to focus on. You can adjust that yourself. This is my RSI scanner. This is an option that I added and that I see value in. These are the certain inputs that you can add. And then the moving average scan. This is a study filter, so you click on Add Study. I didn't adjust much other than just the percentage. And then I like to add a volume filter, but obviously because the market is closed right now, that if I add anything that has to do with volume and nothing's being traded right now, nothing will go through the filter, right? So it's as simple as that, and that helps me find out, or at least expose myself to new opportunity. That's how we were able to find out about EFX. Not too sure if you guys remember about that one, but EFX, obviously it was trading at $140 because of that hack, has dropped, exponentially since then. So once it identifies its support and once it starts trending back up, so I'm going to wait till it breaks above the EMA line. Then we have a lot of margin to make up, right? This is like 25% potential. Therefore, because I identify the opportunity, I wait for it to start trending back up, and once it meets certain criteria that I can label this as a stock that is performing and most likely gonna do the cup and handle. I just want to make sure that it's seen an upward trend and that I'm investing in something that's seeing upward momentum rather than it continuing its downward trend. But it's as simple as that. Again, I would suggest for you to watch this video that I made 1 day ago, and it goes through the 3 filters that I use to study the best swing stocks. Again, this is just my opinion. Doesn't mean that that's actually what you have to do. I do want to let you guys know that you guys can feel free to subscribe to Connor, Brad, and Kyle. These are part of the TechBud Solutions team. If you guys are not part of TechBud Solutions, the link is down in the description. We have a little bit over 44,000 members worldwide with all the different platforms we have available. The main group chat link is right here. For those that were automatically removed from our group chat, I'm sorry, there was a bug within our Discord group chat. So I think a little bit over 500 to 600 people got removed. So feel free to click on the link and you can just simply get back in. Thank you for those that scheduled the one-to-one video call with me today. If you guys want to jump on a one-to-one video call, it's provided for you on the top 10 post. And please take a minute to read all the rules that we have within our group chat. Again, everything that we provide for you is for free. I just want to make sure that we provide an overall supportive environment and that we all kind of follow our rules. We did a really good job with the team all together today. And all right, let's see. So we did very well when it came down to trading momentum stocks all together as a team today. Not too sure if you guys joined us for the Discord live chats. We did very well with that. Again, the same thing happens. If you guys saw my live stream in the morning, I go live every single morning, Monday through Friday. So feel free to subscribe and stay tuned for that. You can turn on your post notifications. And one of the things that I did in the morning is I didn't see any stocks that I really saw value. I was just talking to the team for about 1 to 2 hours. and then the stock came up, and we traded it as a team. Now, not all together, but it came up by one of our members just asking for my opinion, and it was ITEK, and he called it out when it was at 115. I saw resistance at 117. I set my alert for the break at 120. At first, it got filled at 121, popped right through to like 126, had a pullback, averaged down to 120, and then sold at 125. So I made $125 in like 15 minutes. It played out pretty well. A couple traders did a lot better than me, and if you guys tuned in, it was hilarious because every time for the past 3 days that I sell for a profit, but I'm a pretty conservative trader, and I locked profits in too early, if that's a thing. Locked in like 4.2%, but some of the traders, I missed out on like 2%. Again, nothing huge. I locked in profits. If you guys just have been staying up to date or are part of the Technical Solutions team, you guys know what it is that I'm talking about. You guys even caught it in my live stream, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, where I sell too early. That's just my style. It's something for me to work on, but definitely there's nothing wrong with locking in profits. So that's really just it. So thank you guys all for tuning in. Please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. This is a very simple video. It's just to kind of show you guys the filter or the scanner that I have set up that can kind of allow you or expose you to opportunity for certain criteria that you set up. I would encourage you to reach out to a TD Ameritrade rep or whatever brokerage company rep you use, so they can guide you in the right direction exactly. This is just me speaking from my best practices. This doesn't mean that it's going to be a perfect structure for you. So we have a couple of people saying what's up. But yeah, and you guys have really good questions. People are asking, what if we don't have ThinkOrSwim? What if, I'm in Canada? I would reach out to just TD Ameritrade, ThinkOrSwim. I believe it is just a United States brokerage company. You might have to reach out. Every time someone asks me this, when they ask me, hey, what brokerage company should I use if I'm outside the US? Reach out to a bank. Reach out to a bank and see what brokerage company they would recommend. Whatever country you're in, I'm sure that they can kind of guide you in the right direction. Unfortunately, that we have people all over the world within our group. We have 44,000 members, right? And we appreciate that. But for us to kind of have a breakdown and the best option for you isn't very ideal because we're all different traders and stuff like that. So that's really just it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you guys want to take a minute and in this video, in the description, we have a couple links. Feel free to check it out. If you guys want to sign up for the Technical Solutions beta trial, that's going to be the first link. If you guys want to click on the second link, it'll take you to the TechBuds Apparel website, so you guys can represent the TechBuds t-shirts. And then there'll be a couple other links in the description for the Facebook group, for the one-to-one video calls, and a bunch of different stuff for you guys to follow me and stay up to date, not just in my social media accounts, but as well as for TechBuds itself. But yeah, Malcolm Jap is saying, the perfect thing is like buy at the bottom. So that's really just it. That my scanners are set up to kind of indicate when a stock is at the bottom for a good swing trade, for me to catch it low, and then I can sell at where it was before. So thank you guys again. Thank you guys again. Thank you for everything it is that you guys do. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, and like always, guys, let your passion be what drives you in your success. We have 3 rules with TechBuds Solutions, and that is we don't invest based on anyone else's opinion. We don't invest in what we don't understand, and we always manage our risks. So before taking a position, I would encourage you to know where you're buying, where you're selling, and where you're going to be cutting your losses. If you don't have that understanding before you buy, then it probably is not the best investment, and you're not really, planning out for your success. So I do have a video that I'm going to be making about kind of what's going on with the hack and like Equifax and stuff like that. If you guys would like me to make a detailed video a little bit more on the fundamentals of that specific stock and why I see value in it, then that would be great. I am going to be making a video. We're going to be closing on another investment property within a couple of days, and we're going to end up taking the approach of paying for that one cash. And then I just closed 2 deals in the past 2 days. So it's been an extremely productive week. I appreciate all your guys' support. And for those that are looking for more structure on how to learn how to trade, I'm also going to be making a video with my girlfriend. I made a video with my little sister, kind of just teaching her how to trade, and people found it very useful because of the whole breakdown that I had for her. So I'm going to try to film it in better quality form with my girlfriend, kind of teaching her, but in hope that you guys can kind of see in her perspective for those that are just starting out. And I'm also going to be releasing the lesson library, which is the structured kind of like course that I'm going to be releasing, and that should be in 1 week. And it's going to tell you what has led to my success. And it's only for those that, have a little bit less time to watch the 480 videos that I have on YouTube. It is going to be very accessible for everyone. And it's as simple as that. You guys can continue watching my videos on YouTube. So I thank you guys for that. But for those that kind of want more detailed videos that gets, right to the point, then that would be the best option for you. It's just been requested so often, and people are making so many mistakes within our group that I've talked about before. So I feel if everyone goes through this certain kind of like lesson library and has a general understanding on, what mistakes not to make, our overall success for the group should be that much greater. So I hope that makes sense. And if it doesn't, give me a suggestion on what it is that I can do, to improve, myself, our group, and our overall team. I want to thank you guys for all your time, your participation in our group. We will see you guys tomorrow at Market Open. I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 15 minutes before the market opens. And I will see you guys there. So Lillian was saying he's trying to own all of Gilbert. Unfortunately not, right? I definitely don't have that much capital. So, but I appreciate the kind gesture. So thank you guys again. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.